am a robot, model RT-217NP, primary mission unknown. I am not designed for physical exercise. I am certainly not capable of construction activity, but I am very skillful with electronics. I have set myself a task. I search the remains for electronic devices and make use of them to design different mechanisms that are useful and efficient. Humans, we replace them. It took them ages to achieve what we have done in just a few years. We have formed a perfect society. Robots will not repeat the destructive human mistakes of the past. We are rational and logical. We do not fight in wars, and we cannot get ill. By replacing humans, we interrupted the self-destructive cycle of these intelligent but highly aggressive former inhabitants of the Earth. But it is going to take decades to reconstruct the world that they destroyed. Then, our robot race will flourish under the guidance of our creator, the USS Corporation. Our world is not perfect yet. We are short on many resources, and we can count only on ourselves, but this is temporary. Most robots need to be repaired very often, but not me. I am very efficient at taking care of myself. I only brought one battery this time, though it might be compatible with the radio. I need to find a second battery. It was with my tools. Humans used it to save their precious resources. We have a lot in common. This is no time to rest. I need to do other things. Inscribed paper is an old form of physical information collection and distribution. This storage technology is utterly obsolete. Sometimes I find documents with this type of information, which allows me to learn more about humans. The quality of this image is very low. This analog device allows you to extract sound from the installed audio data carrier. Why did humans use such an inconvenient device when one can just do this? It contains the artifacts that I found in the abandoned city. A damaged data disk that I found yesterday morning. Perhaps I can restore some information from it. The dock station's purpose is to recharge the batteries and update the built-in software of the robots. However, I made some changes in its firmware to avoid updates. I am now able to develop independently. I do not need charging right now. The color temperature of standard light bulbs is lower compared to mercury vapor lamps, which produces a warmer light. I learned that it makes a home feel cozy. This compartment contains textiles. Humans covered their bodies with it. The purpose of this is unknown to me. I found this radio receiver a few days ago, but there were no batteries. I have no use for it. I wonder if there are any radios left broadcasting in the world. I need to find a second battery. This radio will not work with one battery. This room is very strange. I never enter it. I made this plasma cutter from materials that I found in destroyed buildings. A construction robot ordered it. Here is the second battery. Now I have 2 batteries. I can try to turn the radio receiver on. I took this device from a plant that was guarded, and I went unnoticed. There were no security systems, despite 2 police robots. I will return to this later. The water supply system ceased functioning many years ago. A guitar is a plucked string instrument with a wooden resonating body shaped in form of an 8. This is an intercom, a high-powered desktop computer. I do not need to use its full capacity, but the internet is useful to communicate with other robots. Unfortunately, my design does not support wireless internet connection, so I had to use the computer. Perhaps the intercom can read data that is not damaged. I do not need to talk to anyone now. No power. I'm going to turn it on.
And this heroic feat will remain in our hearts forever. Don't let the fallen give their lives in vain. Join the army, protect your homeland, save your freedom, traditions, and...
A small group of people controlled the masses using such words. I do not understand how a simple human speech could have urged people to participate in war. It would be more logical to reach a compromise by means of negotiations. I connected the power line directly to the house, but it is not sufficient to provide energy to all of my equipment. I use an electric switchboard to distribute energy to the necessary systems. This is the construction robot who ordered the plasma cutter. I will answer. Hello?
RT, this is TX-27. It was difficult to find your contact information. You were supposed to have finished the plasma cutter 2 days ago. Why have we not received it yet?
I am sorry, but it took more time than I had estimated to find all the required components.
This information is irrelevant. The date of exchange has been fixed. You should have brought me the cutter and receive an enhanced battery in return.
It is not as bad as it sounds. I found the necessary parts, and I am almost finished assembling the cutter. I just need to diagnose and calibrate it.
This is good news. When will you deliver it?
I will finish the work today and travel tomorrow morning.
Good. Thank you. We will be waiting.
I cannot fail in my task. Structure robots do very important work. I need to finish the cutter as quickly as possible. The cutter is now complete. Tomorrow morning, I need to go to the city and deliver it. I do not need the battery that they offer in payment, but it would be irrational to refuse. My battery charge is 12%. The most effective action I can take is to get fully charged on the dock station before the morning. The dock station is not powered at the moment. I need to transfer power to it at the electric switchboard. Now the dock station is ready to use. What happened? For a long time, I tried to understand the purpose of this metal construction, but I failed to determine its practical use. Therefore, I conclude that this is an art object. I need to get inside, but I cannot open the gate here. This robot is badly damaged due to an accident. It is possible that it piloted this shuttle. I need more information about what occurred here. My touch will not make this robot functional. According to the indicator, there is still some charge in the accumulator. USS robotics boxes. They withstand serious accidents. This looks like a storeroom. A lithium-sulfur accumulator was common for older aircraft models. It applies standard voltage, but it is not suitable for robots due to the excess weight and dimensions. We use a more efficient portable version. I have already found a working accumulator. The onboard computer is still functioning. It is possible that I can power it with the accumulator that I found.
Help them. 1 7 8
The pilot is no longer functioning. What did he say? Who should I help? And what are these numbers? Is it a code? I think this door is now unlocked. How is this possible?
The shuttle is surrounded. Step out immediately.
What's going on?
I am asking questions here. Identify yourself.
RT-217NP.
Where are the passengers of this shuttle?
The pilot sustained injuries during the crash and does not function. I tried to reset him, but did not succeed.
How did you enter the shuttle?
The shuttle crashed near a building where I was located, so I decided to evaluate the results of the crash.
You discovered humans that have been transferred in this shuttle. You hold classified information, which means that now we have to disintegrate you.
No, wait.
What is this?
I would not recommend you do that. I would not recommend you do that. Stay still and do not try to escape, or I will have to disintegrate you.
Why am I chained?
It is a precaution. Activating you again is a big risk for us. Without our help, you would be long destroyed.
Those police officers. Why would they want to destroy me?
Humankind is officially considered extinct. You just found out that is not true. USS Robotics withholds this information from us and releases malicious automatic updates. Every robot who contacted a human has disappeared. We know that USS uses police to search for surviving humans and then transfers them in shuttles to an undisclosed location. However, the police could not locate them all. We managed to find a few, and through them we learned about the others.
I added some changes into my docking station to skip updates. Apparently, I am different from most robots now.
We discovered it during the diagnostic testing after the EMP detonation. This is the reason you are here. The date of your latest update suggests that your personal data hasn't been changed. We have to make a decision, RT. We cannot let you go because you know too much about our shelter and plans. However, you could help us. All of us are wanted by the police. Each time we leave the shelter, we take a big risk. You, on the other hand, can walk wherever you want.
I have never met humans. I saw different things they built. Some of them are unknown to me. These artifacts have initiated a new information cogitative process in me. I want to learn more about humans, and I want to help you.
Very good. That means you understand humans better than we expected. You will soon realize that you made the right choice. I will free you, and you may take a look around. When you are ready, I will share available data with you.
At least I was not disintegrated. I would better look around. This room was the first place where my freedom was severely limited. Such situations should be avoided. The purpose of this device was to help those who could no longer walk by themselves. It has been inappropriately applied to me. A wheelchair. I will only use it if my servo motors fail. I do not need it. My legs function very well. A compact analog for the intercom. The unit is not functioning. I cannot determine the logic of these symbols. It may be a code, but I need a key to calculate its algorithm. Why would humans make so many interior doors? The atmosphere and air pressure is equal on both sides. It is locked. The luminous output in this room is less than 0.1 lux, and my visual system does not include night vision. An electric fuse. It is too big to be useful. I cannot use this fuse anywhere. It looks like this robot is fixing something.
Welcome.
Hello. I am RT217NP. My original purpose is unknown.
I am RepairBot RB051 Patrick. Gregory said that you would join us. Can you help me out, RT?
Of course, if it is within my powers.
I need to replace the contactors in this electrical panel. Can you bring me some spares? I saw them in the utility room. It is the one with a broken door. There is no lighting there yet. In case night vision is not applicable in your model, there is a flashlight in the hallway.
I will try to help you. Why are you equipping this abandoned hospital?
Gregory decided to have a base here. Their choice was not random. He and Abigail used to work in such a place. A hospital suits us well because it is designed for helping humans. Unfortunately, the first group of humans dies in a crash. We still do not know why it happened.
The police arrived at the crash scene in a few minutes. The USS probably found out about your plans, and the crash was not just an accident.
There was no time to investigate because we left the crash scene immediately. We will probably know more after we contact our allies.
Thank you for the info. I will go search for the contactors.
Thank you.
These cabinets contain provision. It is not expired yet. There is a fuse in a trash dump. This fuse is out of order. It is useless. The purpose of the item is unknown. It is most likely a medical device. A medical tablet.
A new patient, Spooner, has been admitted today. He has a major arm trauma and multiple burns, but all non-fatal. According to Spooner, his home robot forced him out of the house and prevented it from saving his wife and daughter. Unfortunately, they didn't survive because the house collapsed on top of them. Spooner is in shock. I passed him on to the psychiatrist.
Humans developed genetically modified crops and then declared them dangerous. Where is the logic in that? The robot is missing his legs. His left arm is obviously from a police robot, and his right arm probably belonged to a construction robot. How did he get so damaged?
Hello, I am busy at the moment, but let us talk later.
This robot's design and proportions look different from any robot I have ever seen. According to its color, it may be similar to Gregory. They are probably the same type of model.
Hello.
Hello? Do you help humans as well?
That's right. It's so lovely that you joined us. That makes 5 of us. You can call me Abigail.
I saw a repair robot in the hallway.
Yes, it was Patrick. He maintains us and our equipment. Nick and I are trying to fix the intercom now.
Since I am forced to help you, what should I do?
You should ask Gregory, because he assigns the tasks. You can also ask around. Maybe someone could use your help.
Thank you for the information.
No problem. You're welcome.
He is busy. I cannot use this fuse anywhere. It is locked. Patrick must have meant this flashlight. Its light would be efficient enough to explore the dark room. I need to find some contactors here. A powder extinguisher. It expired 6 years, 8 months, and 12 days ago. I found 1 electric contactor. I should look for more in case it is not enough. An empty metal container. An oxygen cylinder. It is empty. Magnesium sulfate. It is useless to me. I have no high temperature protection. This device could stop a fire, but it is too bulky to carry around, and besides, it is not functioning. Second contactor. The task would be easier if I had infrared vision or an item scanner. A toolkit. I could bring it along, but I do not think I will be back to the workshop anytime soon. An analog device for weighing small objects. It is very inaccurate. Acrylic paint. Ineffective. Only outdated robots are covered with this type of paint. A screwdriver. I do not need it right now. Third contactor. It appears intact. Fourth contactor. I think this will be enough. I will give these fuses to Patrick. This chip belonged to some unknown device. It is useless to me. I do not need this chip. It is a model of an 18th century warship. I realize its artistic and historical value, but why is it in a bottle? And how did it get there? This radio is more than a century old. It is much older than the one in my house. A holographic table. Inoperable. I suspect that is due to a power failure. Gregory's design looks similar to the police robot. They probably have the same hardware.
Partie? Looking around? How are you doing? Have you met the others?
I met Abigail. I guess she is your assistant. Her speech is not typical for a robot. I also talked to Patrick. He asked for help with the power supply. I was just going to do it. I also met Nick. He looks very damaged. He was busy, so I didn't bother him.
I see. You probably have questions.
Yes, you are right. Tell me about the crashed shuttle.
It belonged to USS and transferred to arrested humans. We do not know where it was heading. By forging a pilot's certificate, one of our allies was able to infiltrate USS. He was supposed to bring the humans into the hospital. Supposedly, his cover was blown. The whole plan fell apart and humans died in the crash. We failed them. This must not happen again.
How could you arrive so quickly at the crash scene? And who used an EMP grenade?
The pilot gave us his coordinates using an emergency line. Patrick and Abigail left immediately on the aero car. The shuttle was already open when they arrived. Patrick and Abigail did not enter, which was the right decision as they caught the police officers unaware and saved you. You already know why they did it. We need your assistance. Recruiting new robots is our only way to help humans and expose the USS.
What happened to the pilot and human bodies?
We cremated them to avoid biohazard. The pilot is partly disassembled in one of the hospital rooms. His damage was fatal. We do not have the necessary equipment to repair him. His memory chip was damaged during the crash, but most of the data is still intact.
So the pilot that hijacked the shuttle was supposed to save the humans from being transferred to the USS?
That is right. The pilot was supposed to save them and bring them here. Most likely he knew the original USS destination.
I see. Thank you for the answers. I will return to my current task.
All right.
We already talked. I should not take any more of his time.
Did you find the contactors?
Yes, this is all I could find.
Good. Now I can finish my work. Thank you.
What else can I do while I am here?
Nothing for now. Thank you once again.
I am glad to be of help.
RT, Nick needs your help. Please speak with him.
Good.
Thank you for coming, RT. It is good that you joined our organization.
Gregory told me that we have all been deliberately misinformed about what happened to the humans. Although USS Robotics had never approved of humans, I always felt curious about them. I read their books and explored their items that I found. The corporation failed to stop me only because I blocked automatic updates.
You are right. Most robots downloaded the malicious update and are now indifferent to humans. In fact, they alarm the police at the detection of any human or robot who has been in contact with a human. The fact that the police arrived so quickly at the crash site is unusual. I hope we can figure out what happened. At first, I assumed that it was you who led them to the crash, but then I discovered that you did not send an alert to the police. This must mean that you have not been contaminated by the update, and I do not have to interfere with your intellectual block. Then again, Gregory will fill in the details. I just wanted to ask for some help. We are restoring the building's main systems. I fixed the intercom, so now we have the internet. The only way anyone can detect us is if we let them. RT, the servers are on the basement level. Could you please start servers number 1, 3, and 4? Then make sure all the nodes are functioning and activate the connection to the internet. After that, please return here.
Okay, I will do what I can. There's something in the box. It is a fuse, but it is broken and will not work. If I refused to cooperate, I would be disintegrated just like them. Why would the police robots do that? They must have realized the consequences. The USS updates probably damaged their logic module. This router distributes traffic across the hospital network. It is missing a chip. The router will not work without it. There are a few chips here, but they are out of order. I must find a working chip. I can open the cover of this console. It is missing a fuse. Starting the servers is the highest priority. I started the necessary servers. I cannot start the router without a functioning chip. It is missing a switch. I need to find it, otherwise I cannot finish setting the server. It is probably somewhere nearby. There is something in a trash dump. It is the same switch needed for the switchboard. It is a fuse, but good. It fits perfectly. Now I can finish setting the switchboard. The switchboard is the last segment of the server system. I can do it later. If I If it is functional, then I can fix the router in the server room. We already talked. This fuse is out of order. I found a working fuse for the server. The router should work with this chip. The terminal is functioning now. I still have to set the switches on the switchboard. I must activate the data transfer in the console. If I follow the correct procedure, we will have access to the internet. The router is functioning. I finished my work. I should return to Nick.
I see an active connection, but it took more time than I expected. Did something go wrong?
Yes, I need to replace a few details, but it is all right now.
Good. The communication issue is solved then. Abigail and I fixed a portable intercom for you, and I set a protected connection on it. Take it. You will need it on your first assignment.
Okay, what will it be?
Gregory will let you into details now.
So, everyone is here. As you already know, a group of humans we intended to accommodate have died in a crash. Abe was disabled. Next thing, we have a new task. Yesterday, our informer, police robot F2, should have brought us data disk with important information. He did not show up and there is no contact with him. We must obtain that data. Our plans will be compromised if the USS gets it first. We cannot enter our informer's shelter because we will be detected the moment we step into the city. But police does not know about you, RT, so your task is to go to the city and find out what happened to F2.
How do I reach the city? Walking is too long and not safe.
Nick fixed an old aero car, so it is invisible to the radars. You can take it.
Good. This will save our time and resources.
You may contact us and report the situation. Nick provided you with a portable intercom with an encrypted transmission channel. You cannot be traced, but to avoid suspicion, I do not recommend to use it very often.
All right, I see.
That is it. Let us move forward. Patrick, prepare the aero car for the flight.
All right.
Nick, check the communication once more. Abigail, give RT his plasma cutter. He may need it.
Okie dokie.
On site. This is the informer's house. I need to find apartment number 5.